Just less than a century ago, a minor paper cut could escalate into a limb amputation. Childbirth was the number one killer of young women due to puerperal fever, and two-thirds of the children who contracted bacterial pneumonia would die. Simple bacterial infections have killed more humans than warfare or famine. But an accidental invention altered the course of humanity and improved our medical system. The most important invention of medical science, the penicillin. In 1928, Scottish bacteriologist Alexander Fleming found something interesting while working in his lab. One of the petri dishes containing Staphylococcus bacteria had been contaminated by an airborne mold. Interestingly, the bacteria colonies were unable to grow near the mold. This mold was later identified as Penicillium notatum. Fleming deducted that the mold might be producing a substance that was actively killing the bacteria. This substance was later named as penicillin. Fleming initially struggled to isolate and stabilize penicillin, but the urgency of World War II forced Howard Florey, Ernest Chain, and Norman Heatley to develop a method for mass-producing purified penicillin. Their efforts saved countless Allied soldiers from septic infections. Scientifically, the penicillin works depending on the structural difference between bacterial and human cells. Bacteria rely on a robust cell wall made of peptidoglycan for structural integrity. But on the other hand, human cells do not have any cell wall. Penicillin weakens the cell wall synthesis, causing the bacteria cells to develop structural weakness. And due to the weak cell walls, the bacteria cells swell and ultimately burst. This specific targeting of the bacterial structure is known as selective toxicity. It kills the target without harming the host. The initial medical and social impact of penicillin was instantaneous and profound. Surgeries, which were once high risk due to the inevitable post-operative infections, became routine. Diseases like tuberculosis, scarlet fever, and syphilis were largely brought under control. This dramatic success was so absolute that it fostered a collective overconfidence. From 1950s onward, antibiotics were often treated as a magic medicine. They were overprescribed, even for viral infections against which they are entirely useless. Also in livestock farming, massive use of antibiotic became a common practice. This widespread, relentless use created a huge problem. When a bacterial population is exposed to an antibiotic, few bacteria with specific genes can survive, and they will live, reproduce, and pass on that resistance. The classic example is methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus, which evolved into an antibiotic-resistant organism. This phenomenon, known as antimicrobial resistance, is pushing us towards an era where once again routine infections can become fatal. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, then give a like, leave a comment and share it with your friends. And do not forget to subscribe to this channel. I'll meet you soon with a brand new video. Till then, take care and bye.